Billionaires, they walk among us. America, land of the free, home of the brave, and birthplace of, well, a lot of billionaires. From the bustling streets of New York City to the innovative hubs of Silicon Valley, the United States has become a breeding ground for some of the wealthiest individuals on the planet. Seriously, we're like a factory for them. It's as if the American dream has been supercharged, producing billionaires at an unprecedented rate. These titans of industry have amassed fortunes that are hard to even comprehend. We've got Bezos with his spaceships, Musk with his tweets, and their influence stretches far beyond their respective companies. Bezos isn't just about Amazon, he's reaching for the stars with Blue Origin. Musk isn't just about electric cars, he's revolutionizing space travel with SpaceX and even dabbling in social media with his often controversial tweets. And then there's the Walton family, the heirs to the Walmart empire, with enough money to buy, well, pretty much anything. Their retail giant has reshaped the landscape of American commerce, influencing how we shop and what we buy. These aren't just your average rich folks. They're in a league of their own, wielding power and influence that can shape economies and societies. Their decisions can ripple through markets and affect millions of lives. They're playing a different game. It's like a high-stakes chess match where every move can have global consequences. They strategize, they maneuver, and they often come out on top. Think Monopoly, but they start with all the properties and you're the thimble. The game is rigged in their favor from the start, and the rest of us are just trying to keep up. Is their wealth a sign of American ingenuity? Sure, maybe. It's a testament to the innovative spirit and entrepreneurial drive that defines the nation. These billionaires have often built their fortunes on groundbreaking ideas and relentless ambition, but it also comes with a whole heap of questions about power, influence, and whether we're all just playing on a tilted board. The growing wealth gap raises concerns about economic inequality and social justice. Are these billionaires contributing to society, or are they exacerbating the divide between the rich and the poor? Buckle up, folks, because we're diving into the world of billionaires and their impact on the good old US of A. We'll explore how their wealth shapes politics, culture, and the very fabric of American life. From philanthropy to political lobbying, their reach is vast and their influence undeniable. So stay tuned as we unravel the complex web of wealth and power in America. Let's talk about money, baby. Billionaires have a lot of it, like an absurd amount. We're talking more money than most countries. And you know what they say about money? It talks. It whispers sweet nothings into the ears of markets, industries, even entire economies. When Bezos sneezes, Amazon stock catches a cold. When Musk tweets, cryptocurrency goes haywire. These folks don't just influence the market, they practically are the market. Ever wonder how politicians afford those fancy suits and even fancier campaigns? Well, let's just say billionaires are pretty generous with their donations. We're talking big bucks, folks, enough to make even the most seasoned politician do a little dance. And by dance, we mean pass legislation that benefits their billionaire benefactors. It's like a political auction, and guess who's placing the highest bids? Spoiler alert, it's not you or me. Remember that time Bezos bought, or when Musk took over Twitter? Sorry, X. That wasn't just about business, folks, it was about control. When billionaires own the media, they get to decide what stories get told and how they're told. It's like having a megaphone the size of the Empire State Building. Suddenly the line between news and opinion gets a little blurry. And who benefits from that blur? You guessed it, the billionaires holding the megaphone. Section 5. Can you buy good karma, philanthropy, or PR stunt? Billionaires love a good photo op, especially when it involves giving away money. But is it genuine generosity or a calculated PR move? Sure, some of them might genuinely want to make the world a better place, but let's be real. A $1 billion tax write-off doesn't hurt either. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a broken leg. It might look good on the surface, but it doesn't address the underlying problem, the massive wealth inequality that allowed them to hoard billions in the first place. Section 6. Conspiracy theories, fun for the whole family, except for the parts that are true. The internet loves a good conspiracy theory, and billionaires are like catnip for conspiracy theorists. Are they lizard people? Do they control the world's governments? Are they the puppet masters behind the scenes, pulling the strings of our political leaders? Are they building underground bunkers to escape the apocalypse? Who knows? The idea of secret hideaways and doomsday preparations can be both thrilling and terrifying, but here's the thing. Some of the crazy stuff isn't that far-fetched. When you dig a little deeper, you might find that some of these theories have a kernel of truth. When you have that much money and power, the line between reality and fiction gets a little fuzzy. The ultra-wealthy live in a world that most of us can barely imagine. So the next time you hear a conspiracy theory about billionaires, don't be so quick to dismiss it. Engage in discussions, listen to different perspectives, and do your own research. There might be a grain of truth or a whole silo buried in there. Sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction, and it's up to us to sift through the information and find it. Think of it as a detective story where you're the investigator piecing together clues. The internet is a vast repository of information, and with a little bit of critical thinking, you can uncover fascinating insights. Remember, not all conspiracy theories are created equal. Some are wild fantasies, while others might have a basis in reality. It's important to approach each one with a healthy dose of skepticism and curiosity. Educate yourself, read widely, and don't be afraid to question the status quo. Knowledge is power, and the more informed you are, the better equipped you'll be to separate fact from fiction. So gather your friends and family and dive into the world of conspiracy theories. It can be a fun and enlightening experience, sparking lively debates and new ways of thinking. After all, exploring the unknown and questioning the world around us is a fundamental part of the human experience. Just remember to keep an open mind and enjoy the journey. Section 7. Democracy, is it broken or just bent? Here's a scary thought. What happens when a handful of people have more money and power than entire countries? It's not exactly a recipe for a healthy democracy. When billionaires can buy politicians, influence elections, and shape public opinion, it undermines the very foundation of a government by and for the people. It's enough to make you wonder, is our democracy truly representative of the people? Or has it become a playground for the ultra-wealthy? Section 8. Solutions. Because throwing rocks at Bezos' spacecraft probably won't work. So, what can we do about this whole billionaire problem? It's a question that has been on the minds of many, especially as the wealth gap continues to widen. The frustration is palpable, and it's easy to feel powerless in the face of such immense financial disparity. But while it might be tempting to imagine dramatic actions like throwing rocks at Bezos' spacecraft or storming their mansions, these are not practical or effective solutions. Well, storming their mansions with pitchforks is probably frowned upon. Not only is it illegal, but it also doesn't address the root of the problem. The real issue lies in the systems and policies that allow such vast accumulations of wealth and power in the hands of a few. But there are other options. We can channel our frustration into constructive actions that can lead to real change. It starts with understanding the mechanisms that perpetuate inequality and then working together to dismantle them. We can start by demanding campaign finance reform, closing tax loopholes, and pushing for policies that ensure the wealthy pay their fair share. This means supporting candidates who prioritize these issues and holding them accountable once they're in office. Strengthening regulations to prevent monopolies is another crucial step. When a few companies dominate entire industries, it stifles competition and innovation, leading to higher prices and fewer choices for consumers. By advocating for stronger antitrust laws, we can help create a more level playing field. We can also support independent media. In an age where information is power, having access to unbiased and diverse sources of news is essential. Independent journalists often tackle stories that mainstream outlets overlook, shedding light on issues that matter to everyday people. Educating ourselves about the issues is equally important. Knowledge is a powerful tool, and by staying informed, we can make better decisions and advocate more effectively for change. This means reading books, attending seminars, and participating in community discussions, and hold our elected officials accountable. It's not enough to vote them into office. We must also ensure they follow through on their promises. This involves attending town hall meetings, questioning their decisions, and staying engaged in the political process. It's a long shot, but if enough of us raise our voices, we can create a groundswell of support for policies that benefit everyone, not just the wealthy elite. protests, rallies, and demonstrations are powerful ways to show that we demand change. Maybe we can create a system that works for everyone, where opportunities are more evenly distributed, and success isn't determined by the size of one's bank account. It's about building a society where everyone has a fair shot at achieving their dreams, not just the folks at the top of the money pile. By working together, staying informed, and holding those in power accountable, we can strive towards a more equitable future for all. Section 9. In conclusion, the future is, well, it's complicated. The rise of billionaires is a complex issue with no easy answers. But one thing's for sure. Their immense wealth and influence have a profound impact on our society, our democracy, and our future. It's up to us to decide what kind of world we want to live in. Do we want a world where a select few hold all the cards? Or do we want a world where everyone has a fair shot? The choice is ours. Let's make sure we choose wisely.